Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking to you about a good website versus a bad website. The criteria I'm going to be following is from this blog article, What Makes a Great Website by Kendra Strickler, and I found this on Livebenders. So the websites I'm going to talk to you about today are StephanieMeyer.com. This is the website for the author of the Twilight series, and the other website I'm going to talk to you about today is SuzanneCollinsBooks.com. This is the website of the author of the Hunger Games series. So Suzanne Collins, which you see right now, is my example of a bad website. Sorry about this. And Stephanie Meyer's website is a good example. So I'm just going to start by talking about what you see when you first enter both pages. So here on StephanieMeyer.com, the first thing I see is this neat piece of artwork. It has a little bit pop of color. We have a lot going on in the hair / tentacles of this woman, but on the sides we don't have too much, so colors are kind of subtle. It's not overwhelming, but it's also not underwhelming. I have this menu right up here at the top, and then if I scroll down, I have other ways to access the menus, and I have in order recent blog post. If I go to Suzanne Collins' website, this first page, not too impressive. The colors are bland. I don't get a sense of organization right off the bat. There's this little intro here, her picture here, and we have some reviews down the side, which again, they don't really seem to have any specific order besides the genres, but no release date order because Mockingjay was the last in the series. As I scroll down, it talks about her books a little bit, but it only tells me awards and reviews that were received by them. Again, no chronological order to this, and as I'm scrolling down, I have quick links where I could find her books. So as you'll see as we continue with this, when we're actually go to her book page, there is no link on how to buy them, so she's not really doing a great job of advertising her work. I have to scroll down and find it here on the side. So I'll just keep going, more reviews, another Hunger Games book, more reviews, and if we scroll up, it says click here to check out Scholastic's Hunger Games website. So she has a link to send you to the Scholastic version for her book series, but she doesn't do a great job advertising it on her own. The series was good, she should be proud, so it's a little disappointing. So now I'm going to go back to Stephanie Meyer's website and I'm going to talk about the things here at the top. I'm going to go to the books because I'm interested in her books. And down here I can see the novels that she has written. And if I go ahead and select one, I'll go with Eclipse. At the very top, it tells me this was book 3 in the Twilight series, when it was released, and I have the option to buy the book or buy the movie. I scroll down, I can see the book, and I get a little overview of what the book's about. So I could get some information, see if I was interested in purchasing this book. If I go back, I'll have the same information for the other books as well. So again, this is book number 2, my release date, links to purchase, and the overview of the novel. If I choose the story, this just tells me of the story and the motivation behind writing it. So this could be interesting, especially for someone who's maybe a fan of the series, even if you've already read it. This could give you some information you didn't know. You can find out some more of the backstory to why Stephanie Meyer decided to write her books. If I go to movies, I can scroll down. Okay, here's all of her books that were turned into movies. So if I select one, I'll go with Breaking Dawn Part 1. Again, I have the release dates, links for the movie, also a link for the book, and it gives me a direct video to watch the preview for this movie. So you know, it's a good little overview. It's a great way to get you interested. Also, a great way to promote your purchasing of the books or movies because it gives me direct links right here while I'm on the page. If I want some information about her, I could go to bio and it gives me a quick synopsis about the author, Stephenie Meyer. Going back to Suzanne Collins, so we got a lot of blank space here. It's not good blank space though. And I'm going to click on works. So this is where I can find out about her books. There's no chronological order here really. Not too much information, so I'll go ahead and click Mockingjay. So we would expect to get some information about the book, yet we do not get that. We get a list of the awards this book won. And again, we get reviews. You can see these reviews, who they were written by, where they're from. And I'm going to go, this is the bottom of the page. You can see I did not get any information about the Mockingjay book besides what other people thought of it. So it's not really a good way to get my attention. I'm not going to purchase a book just based off of the awards or what somebody wrote. I want an overview of the book I'm considering. And if I click back, I'll just go to the next one. You can see it's the same thing again. So, she's not really selling her books here. If I go into biography, so I have a little picture of her and a synopsis. So she gives a little bit more information about herself than on Stephenie Meyer's website. But something odd, if you notice it here, so like the Hunger Games and the Hunger Games Catching Fire. The titles of her books are just put in capital letters, which in today's writing standards, that's not what you would do. You would normally italicize, so it's just a bit odd. I kind of expect more from an author. And she has a link to an interview with her that was conducted by Jen Rees at the Scholastic Press. So it's just her answers. Everything's in bold though, so you would have to pay close attention to know what's the question and what's the answer. But as you can see, you know, this website, it's kind of underwhelming. We don't have anything great going on, and it's most certainly not doing a great job of selling her work. Whereas Stephenie Meyer's, it's appeasing to the eye. We have this nice art in the beginning, and it does a great job of selling both the book and the movie. On Suzanne Collins' website, we had no information about the movies. I couldn't see a preview. It really doesn't even specify that these books were turned into movies. Not a great place for people to go without any information. So with all of this in mind, I'll get into some of the technical terms. Back to the blog. Responsive design. This has to do with how it appears on your mobile phone. This isn't something I can really express during this video, but if you were to open these websites on your cell phone, you would see that Stephenie Meyer's, it has the same opening image, but as you scroll down, the menu is more mobile friendly. Suzanne Collins literally minimizes this screen you see right now to the size of your mobile phone, so you can imagine how small that font is on a skinny screen. Minimalism, so, you know, a little more simple, a lot of space. We could look at Suzanne Collins and say that this is minimalist, but the blank space is not done in a favorable way. It's just things are placed randomly, leaving big empty spots. Whereas the blank space here is nice because we have a lot here, so it brings a balance. And user-friendly. Suzanne Collins' website is not user-friendly. I couldn't find really how to buy the books, I couldn't learn about the books, and I couldn't learn about the movies, whereas Stephenie Meyer's I could. The personalized user experience, this is more for shopping websites. Extraordinary content, so we don't have anything too crazy going on. But with the bold colors, Suzanne Collins, very dull. Stephanie Meyer has a pop of color, and we have this nice, intriguing picture. It just makes you want to know more. Videos is irrelevant to both websites. Card design, we could say this applied to Stephanie Meyer's website because it was mobile friendly and it is minimalistic in a good way. We didn't use any wall-to-wall stripes, and navigation was pretty clear on both of our websites. But as you can see, the biggest thing is accessibility and organization, which Stephanie Meyer's website achieved, whereas SusanCollinsBooks.com did not achieve. Thanks for listening.